Right then, petrol heads. Ever looked under the hood of a car and wondered what all that metal mayhem is about? Well, buckle up because we're about to take a joyride through the fascinating world of the internal combustion engine, the beating heart of your beloved automobile. This ingenious contraption is what transforms fuel into motion, allowing us to conquer roads, chase horizons, and let's be honest, occasionally get stuck in traffic. Don't worry, you won't need a PhD in mechanical engineering to understand this. We'll break down this complex beast into bite-sized chunks, explaining the function of each part in plain English. From the fuel that feeds it to the wheels that grip the tarmac, we'll unravel the mysteries of how a car actually moves. So get ready to impress your mates with your newfound automotive knowledge. By the end of this, you'll be able to hold your own in any pub conversation about cars, even if it's with a mechanic who thinks he knows it all. Trust me, there's nothing quite like the satisfaction of understanding the inner workings of these mechanical marvels. Now let's pop the hood and get our hands greasy, shall we? Let's start with the basics. Fuel. Just like you need a good fry-up to get going in the morning, your car needs its own liquid breakfast to roar to life. This comes in the form of petrol or diesel stored in the fuel tank. Think of it as the car's stomach holding the energy it needs to get moving, but this fuel can't just sit there like a lager lout at the pub. It needs to get to the engine, and that's where the fuel pump comes in. This little fella acts as the car's circulatory system, drawing fuel from the tank and pumping it towards the engine. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. Finally, we reach the injectors, the precision engineers of the fuel system. These tiny nozzles spray a fine mist of fuel directly into the engine cylinders just in time for ignition. It's like a perfectly timed dance, ensuring each cylinder gets the right amount of fuel at the right moment for optimal combustion. Get it wrong, and you'll end up with a sputtering engine and a face full of fumes. So, there you have it, the fuel system in a nutshell. It's a simple concept, really. Get the fuel from the tank to the engine in a controlled and efficient manner, but like all things automotive, the devil is in the details. And speaking of details, let's move on to the next crucial ingredient in this mechanical symphony: air. Now, just like you can't survive on a diet of just beer and crisps, no matter how tempting, your car's engine can't run on fuel alone. An engine needs more than just fuel to function. It requires a balanced mix of fuel and air to perform efficiently. It needs a healthy dose of oxygen, and that's where the air intake system comes in. This system is crucial for the engine's breathing process. This system is like the car's lungs, responsible for drawing in the air needed for combustion. Without it, the engine would be starved of oxygen. It all starts with the air filter, a silent guardian protecting the engine from harmful contaminants. This small but mighty component ensures that only clean air enters the engine. Just picture it, you're cruising down a dusty track, kicking up all sorts of nasty particles. Without a good air filter, all that dust and debris would end up inside your engine. The air filter acts as a barrier, trapping those unwanted guests and ensuring only clean air reaches the engine. This helps maintain the engine's health and performance. This filtered air then travels through a series of pipes and chambers, known as the intake manifold. The design of this manifold is crucial for the efficient distribution of air. This cleverly designed pathway ensures a smooth and even flow of air to each of the engine's cylinders. Each cylinder needs the right amount of air to mix with the fuel for optimal combustion. Think of it as an air traffic controller, directing the flow of oxygen to where it's needed most. Just like planes need clear instructions to take off and land safely, your engine needs precise airflow to run smoothly. Without a properly functioning air intake system, your engine would choke and sputter like a chain smoker trying to run a marathon. It would struggle to get the oxygen it needs, leading to poor performance and potential damage. So, next time you're under the hood, give a nod of appreciation to this often overlooked system. It's working hard to keep your engine running smoothly and efficiently. It's the unsung hero of your car's performance, ensuring a steady supply of the vital oxygen needed for combustion. Without it, your car wouldn't be able to deliver the power and efficiency you expect. Now that we've got both fuel and air covered, it's time to move on to the main event, the engine itself, the heart of your car where all the magic happens. Get ready because things are about to get interesting. We're diving into the intricate workings of the engine, the powerhouse that drives your car forward. Section 4, the four-stroke symphony, how the engine works. We've got the fuel, we've got the air, now it's time to mix them up and watch the magic happen. This is where the heart of your car's power lies. And by magic, I mean controlled explosions, because that's what an internal combustion engine is all about. It's a marvel of engineering that turns fuel into motion. This is where the real action takes place, folks, so pay attention. Every component has a role to play. At the heart of it all are the cylinders, cylindrical chambers where the fuel-air mixture ignites. These chambers are the stage for our four-stroke performance. Inside each cylinder is a piston, a moving component that goes up and down like a yo-yo on overdrive. This motion is crucial for converting energy. This up and down motion is what ultimately drives your car. It's the fundamental movement that powers the vehicle. But how does it all work? Let's break it down step by step. It's all thanks to a beautifully choreographed four-step process known as the four-stroke cycle. Stroke 1, intake. The piston moves down, sucking in the air-fuel mixture through the intake valve. This is the first step in our engine's dance. It's like taking a deep breath, filling the cylinder with the ingredients for combustion. Stroke 2, compression. The intake valve closes, and the piston moves up, compressing the air-fuel mixture into a tight space. This is where the magic starts to build. This increases the pressure and temperature, setting the stage for the main event. Stroke 3, power. This is where the magic happens. The spark plug is the key player here. The spark plug ignites the compressed mixture, causing a controlled explosion that forces the piston back down with tremendous force. This is the heart of the engine's power. This is the power stroke, the moment when potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Stroke 4, exhaust. The piston moves back up, pushing the spent gases out of the cylinder through the exhaust valve. This clears the way for the next cycle. It's like exhaling after a good workout, getting rid of the byproducts of combustion. This ensures the engine remains clean and efficient. And then the cycle repeats thousands of times per minute, each cylinder firing in a precisely timed sequence to keep the engine running smoothly. This synchronization is key to the engine's performance. It's a symphony of controlled explosions, a testament to human ingenuity. The precision and timing involved are truly remarkable, and that, my friends, is how an internal combustion engine works. It's a complex yet beautifully orchestrated process that powers our daily lives. Section 5. Shifting gears. The transmission's role. Now, all that power generated by the engine needs to be sent to the wheels, right? But how does this transfer of power actually happen? There's a slight problem. Engines spin at high speeds, while car wheels need to rotate at different speeds depending on the situation. This discrepancy needs to be managed effectively. That's where the transmission comes in, acting as the intermediary between the engine and the wheels. It ensures that the power is delivered in a usable form. Think of the transmission as a sophisticated gearbox with multiple gears of different sizes. Each gear has a specific role to play in the overall functioning of the vehicle. Each gear allows the engine to spin at a different speed while the wheels rotate at the desired speed. This balance is crucial for the smooth operation of the car. When you shift gears, you're essentially selecting a different gear ratio, changing the relationship between engine speed and wheel speed. This adjustment is what makes driving versatile. Lower gears provide more torque, which is the twisting force that gets your car moving from a standstill or up steep hills. This is why starting in a lower gear is essential. Higher gears allow for higher speeds but offer less torque, which is why you need to downshift when you encounter a steep incline. This ensures that the engine doesn't get overworked. And let's not forget the clutch, that magical pedal that allows you to smoothly switch between gears. It's an essential component for seamless driving. The clutch disengages the engine from the transmission, allowing you to change gears without grinding those precious metal teeth. This prevents wear and tear on the transmission. It's a delicate dance of coordination between your left foot and right hand, but once you master it, it becomes second nature. This skill is what makes manual driving so engaging. So there you have it, the transmission in a nutshell. It's a complex yet fascinating system that plays a crucial role in your car's performance. It's the unsung hero that allows your car to navigate different driving conditions, from crawling through traffic to cruising on the open road. Without it, driving would be a lot more challenging. Next up, we'll explore how the power from the transmission gets to the wheels. This is another critical aspect of your car's functionality. Buckle up because we're about to delve into the fascinating world of the drivetrain. This journey will give you a deeper understanding of what makes your car move.